Alright, this is going to be a shorter one, and I'm probably going to put a link in the description for this one because it's really short. And if I forgot anything, I'll do another one for the hell of it sometime soon. But one thing I want to point out, well, two things actually. One, NXT has been going on forever. To the point, actually, there's three things that I think about it. I just thought of something else that I wanted to talk about, and I'll get those in order. But first of all, NXT has been going on forever, to the point where it's basically developmental at this time. It's FCW, then you go to fucking NXT, then you fucking go to Raw or SmackDown, or then you go to from FCW to Raw or SmackDown, or the other way around. I don't fucking know. But, I mean, seriously. That's why we have developmental. That's why you have FCW, a company that has been around, that has known what to do, has had great names like Dusty Rhodes, the fabulous ones, Ric Flair, Andre the fucking Giant. I think Jake Roberts had a stint or two in there. I'm not quite sure. So did Andre, but he was pretty much everywhere. I mean, fucking, I think there was some Jamaican dude, and then Bad News Brown, and even managers like Oliver Humperdinck of all people, and Lex Luger, and all these greats. And there's many, many more. And even The Voice, Gordon Soley back in the day. That's some real shit. Not the honest thing we have fucking today by Michael Cole. That's not the shit we need. And the FCW, you have great talent. You have amazing talent in people like Seth Rollins, the former Tyler Black of Ring of Honor, Chris Hero, Antonio Cesaro, the Kings of Wrestling, the daughter of Sweet Saraya, as they're calling her Paige, but we know her as Brittany Knight. Speaking of generational people, Raquel Diaz, the daughter of Eddie Guerrero and unfortunately of Vicky, which is where she gets her little laugh and shit from. And really, I mean, Tough Enough's Ivelisse, Sofia Cortez. You have underutilized talent in Biggie Langston, the guy who should be fucking on the roster by now. Leo Kruger, another guy who should be on the roster by now. Hell, put Mike Dalton on there for the lulz. Even the Ascension. Even really Audrey Marie, who reminds me of a younger Mickey James when she was Alexis Marie. Try saying that fucking 5 times fast. But Audrey Marie, a great wrestler. And then, of course, you make fucking athletic people like Naomi a fucking Funkadactyl, which I have no problem with at first. As long as it was Cameron Ariani or whatever the fuck that bitch was, who liked her greatest match was Melina and Alicia Fox. What the fuck? I mean, I love the Divas and all, but seriously. I mean, she's improved by then, but seriously, what the fuck? And of course, you have great new talent coming in. Amazing new talent coming in. Hey, you have fucking Dean Ambrose, the former Jon Moxley. Why the fuck are you going to put them on NXT? And this kind of collides with this. I heard there was some kind of revolution coming around, a new revolution in professional wrestling in WWE. And apparently it's for the fucking video game. It's for the fucking video game coming out. WWE 13 or whatever the fuck the new thing. Or it's another one and then we have WWE 13. I don't fucking know. That's the word on the street. But why the fuck would you do that? Why the fuck would you not use this on somebody like a Dean Ambrose or a Seth Rollins or a bunch of guys? Even the Ascension. Why the fuck are you going to do this on a video game? Unless the video game's fucking amazing, which it probably is, I don't know. I mean, WWE 12 was pretty good. And WWE 11, you finally had women doing last woman standing matches, cage matches, basically anything, except for its blood and casket matches and shit, because those weren't in the game. And I think it's the same for WWE 12. I'm not sure. But still, why in the fuck would you do that? This could have been a golden opportunity for somebody, and you put it on your fucking video game. What the fuck are you thinking? Then again, it's WWE. It's not TNA, but it's John Laurinaitis doing the shit. So it's pretty much the same thing. And one more thing I want to do before we end this. Speaking of writers and creative shit, there's a thing I've been reading for a very long time, and I actually want to give it a shout out for once. KWF blogs. You've probably seen it on Twitter. You've probably seen it everywhere. I've been promoting it like fucking crazy. I'll probably promote it fucking again, and it'll be a link in the description in the video when it's uploaded. And if I remember, and if not, I'll put this week's and then last week's, and if it becomes last week's, and then this week's one or the weeks before that, so you can see it. This man is amazing writing material. These shows have been amazing the past couple of weeks, and overall they've been good, but still. Oh my god. If you had someone like that on your writing team, the wrestling business would be a lot better. And speaking of the wrestling business, there's actually one more thing I want to talk about. I'm sorry. But again, there's a lot of shit on my mind. And that is, well, actually two things. Three things. There's so much shit. But yeah, KWF blogs, check it out. But seriously, Monday Night Raw, starting July, is going 3 hours. About fucking time, because maybe you'll actually have time for the divas, or anything. Because you're not gonna give them a fucking hour, but you're gonna give them an extra few minutes. Maybe 10-minute matches, as much as you're giving on Superstars, NXT. The thing that you're actually making that shows are actually making them fucking shine. NXT tonight anyway, so hopefully that'd be good. And to boot, you're doing good pay-per-view wise finally, and show wise, gave them good minutes for these matches this week. But still, and granted, you have 2 hours. That's the first thing they're probably going to cut anyway, because they're sexist like that, or promos or anything else they need to cut out. But you have an extra hour to do whatever you want. So do it wisely, please. And speaking of that, TNA's Open Fight Night is tomorrow, and I love this concept. I love it. Because anything can truly happen. Anyone can fight anybody. We saw a bunch of surprises last time, and it's going to happen tomorrow night, and I'm looking forward to it to see who will be on the gut shed, which OVW star or independent star will probably be on that roster. I have so many names right now, I'm not even going to waste time. And speaking of TNA, they will be going live. I think on the 31st, I'm not quite sure. I know they're going to go live for the summer. But about time they went live, and it's not on a Monday, it's on a Thursday, so it's probably still fucking taped, and it's probably still fucking doing whatever, but still. About time. Because TNA going live is probably the best thing going. When they had it on Impact, back in the day, it was probably live, probably not, but it was a lot better than it is now. And it's starting to get better, slowly by slowly, inch by inch, like the proverbial inchworm. And speaking of that, they will also have the debut of Brooke Hogan. Really. I mean, I have nothing against Brooke, she's fucking hot as hell. But just because she's Hogan's daughter does not mean she needs to be in the business, let alone a management spot. And speaking of that, I am going on forever, I know, this is probably the last thing. Ric Flair's daughter has been signed to developmental. Why? I mean, she's not trained. It's not like Lacey Von Erich over here, because she's actually good. But and that's probably why Rick is leaving TNA to begin with. But why? I don't get it. Milk the cow, I guess, as long as it's free. I don't care. It's ridiculous, and it needs to stop. Jesus.